don't ever come to me with that negativity and that problem fucking again. You want to talk to me about your solution and how you're fixing it? Let's have that conversation, because that's a positive conversation. We're gonna just talk about gossip and bullshit, care less. You guys need to make that happen in your group.
I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Told him that I gotta go, dog. I'm riding a road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now. So I need that go, y'all. Got hits when he throwing the fastball. Just too quick for it, peeling off like the whip orange.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Do Good Movement Show. Our purpose is to make a positive impact in our society through real life education. The movement comes into play when you guys share the content to help other people do good just like you. You guys surprised that I could hit that every single time? I've said it like 51 times now just on this show. It's a tongue twister sometimes. But welcome back, guys. So something that's been going on in the last month that I've just been seeing through posts on social media, general conversation. I've been reflecting back on different things I've been hearing in conversation, different meetings I've been in, even some meetings that I've ran, and just like, what's the overall vibe of it, right? Was it positive? Did we go over more things that aren't going right than things that are going right? And to be truthful, a lot of that's yes. And I don't know, man, if that's just everything going on in the world today, just like, you know, I just feel like society's changed, and I'm sure everybody could agree is like when COVID happened to where it is, it just, things are like really different. The conversations are different. The joy is different. It just feels like a lot of people are carrying a lot more like weight, right? And I think it's just the uneasy of what's going on. I don't know, we'll fix that, right? And that's a big reason I do this show and want to really push and get it out there, because there's little things here and there that can connect with all different people. And when I think of these conversations, there have been some negativity or things that we're focusing on that might not be the best thing, and we got to change that, right? And I believe we become the person that the person that our thoughts are. We become the person that our conversation is, right? And we get to really control our thoughts. It takes a lot of deep thought, deep intention to do that, but we get to change how our brain thinks and analyzes things and all that stuff. But the only way to do that is, it's not like you're gonna wake up one morning and boom, like you're this like positive person, right? It's what's been helping me is like I've been doing a ton of reading and learning from other people. So if I notice something that's off in my life, and that's why I analyze a lot of stuff about me, then I'll be able to say, okay, this is a trigger to go do something about it. And so I'll start reading different things to help me get through that, to make that change and keep my identity where I really want my identity to be, and how I come off and do different things. And here's the long story short, everybody. Focus your time and focus your energy on positive. No matter if it's 2022, 2050, 1900s, there has been shit going on that has been negative and wrong things going on for the time of human existence, and that's gonna happen for the future as well. There's gonna be things that go on in your friendships, there's gonna be things that go on in your business, there's gonna be things that go on in the economy and politics that is going to drive you bananas, right? And I see some of you guys letting that hold you down and hold your happiness down of being that person you really want to be. I know you want to be happy. I know you want to be genuine. I know you want to have positive conversations. But if you keep letting your mind go down that rabbit hole of this negativity train, you could get stuck there if you don't either listen to a podcast, invest into a book, go jump into a mentorship program. You need somebody to pull you out of that shit, because that's how you are turning into as a person. The negative things that are going on around you is who you are becoming, and that's not what you want. Think about it. I'm gonna keep going through this back and forth, because you guys need to hear this. Think about the conversations you're having. Think about what you talked about over the dinner table. Think about what you talked to your parents about. Think about what you talk to your kids about. Think about what you've been talking to your coworkers about. Is it about what's going wrong? which does need to be addressed, right? That's how we get better. But is that all the conversation? Are we talking about anything that's going right? And if you start having to force yourself down this tunnel, you will notice there's more going right in your life right now than there is going wrong. Pay attention. Everything on social media today is going in front of your face on how the world's fucked up. In front of you how all this stuff's wrong, right? And it's taking all your mind space and it's changing who you really are. That needs to stop. You need to be strong enough, guys, to understand the fucked up stuff that's going on. But not let that control who you are and what's coming out of your mouth and how you're acting. Focus your time on the good. And so when I get down this rabbit hole, as I said earlier, I'll start reading a different book to help me in that direction. But I'll also set up things on my phone to pop up and remind me of 10 different things that I'm just loving about my life. And I've had to dive so fucking deep lately to be able to do this when I clock out of work, to be in front of my family, because I'm building a business and there's a lot of opportunity, right? A lot of things that don't go right when you're doing that. And when I get in front of my family, I'm noticing that my brain is still ticking on opportunity and problems sometimes, right? That's not who I want to be. That's not why I built a business, okay? I'm making changes to that. The last week has been fucking amazing because I'll go up. I'm just going to be transparent. Some of you guys might not be a believer. That's you, okay? I'll go up. I'll get off of work. I'll open my Bible. I'll read 10 pages. I'll read all these hard stories, right? And how Jesus has been able to maneuver through that. Or I'll open up this book. Maybe it's from Andy Frisella. Maybe it's from Ed Milet, and I'll start reading it. And something that helps me is reading somebody else's hardships and how they got through it, right? And then so I'm able to relate and be like, dude, my life is not bad. This thing at work fucking sucks. I agree. But, I mean, you guys are sitting at my home right here. This is behind me, right? I have 2 beautiful girls. I have a wife. Like, we're just all the, like, the little things, even outside of that, man. I'm just happy to have my parents and be able to pick up the phone and just that. Those are the type of things that I write down on my list and get in front of my face and be like, dude, Dylan, it's not all bad. Because I could go and say, hey, this company's hard, man. Let me just get rid of this, right? You don't think I'm going to face something else hard going on? Like, that's just the way the world works. There's hard things that come up. There's things that are negative that get thrown in front of us. We need to learn how to not ignore them. We need to learn not how to run away from them. We need to learn how to be able to address them when that time's right. But the majority of the stuff that we talk about, the majority of the stuff that we push needs to be positive, and we need to talk about the things going right. You're a leader and I'm a leader. We get to push that conversation. Whether you're the quiet one in the group or the loud one in the group, pay attention to what's being said and start making that corrective action in your group, make that corrective action in those conversations you're in, and start leading people down a positive conversation and start steering that. Now, in my groups, I've kind of listened for a lot of time, right? I have my business, I have my other things going on. I don't need to get into this debate. Sometimes, fuck, man, I just want to have a couple beers and shoot the shit, even if we completely disagree about stuff. Just nice to have a couple beers, right? But recently, I'm like, you know what, fuck this. Like, I'm not down for this, all right? And I've just been snapping people left and right. I'm like, nope, you need to stop thinking that way. I'm not saying you're wrong. You need to stop thinking that way. You've told me this 5 times. That's how you're coming off in every conversation. These people aren't out there trying to hurt you. Or these people, this political thing that's going on, you have some control over. You can make change, right? But you're talking about the problem, man. You're not talking about what you're doing to change it. So don't ever come to me with that negativity and that problem fucking again until you figure out how to, you want to talk to me about your solution and how you're fixing it? Let's have that conversation, because that's a positive conversation. We're going to just talk about gossip and bullshit, care less. You guys need to make that happen in your group. And people are probably going to be upset with you and be like, wow, that person's a dick. But you do it enough, they're going to appreciate it because you help them start seeing the positive and live the life they want to live. We want to be happy, guys. Changing the narrative that way. Push the direction that way. And maybe this next fucked up leader that's going to take over the country or whatever you want to say, or your boss or whatever, due to you and everybody else pushing positive conversation, maybe there's no such thing as fucked up leaders down the road. Have you ever thought about that? But if you just keep pushing negativity and all that stuff, and that's who you become, we're breeding negativity. But if you push positivity, you're breeding positivity. So if we all do that enough, it will change these generations for your work to be a better place, your future husband, future wife to be a better future husband or wife, your kids to be better because other parents are pushing positivity through there, the teachers to be better, all that stuff. You control that narrative. The talking about the bad shit is not gonna change what you think it's gonna change. Talk about the good shit and influence people to be better people, and then there will be no more bad shit later on. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of time, but it's actually doing something versus fucking throwing up and complaining to everybody. Be the solution, be positive, and I can guarantee you, go to somebody right now, pick up your phone, pause this, pick up your phone and call somebody and tell them what they mean to you and appreciate them. Tell them why you love them. Tell them what's going on good in your life. And then come back and send me a comment, send me a message and tell me how that felt. You're gonna be on cloud nine, man. That shit feels good. Versus calling somebody and bitching about something, you hang up that call and you feel depleted, man. Like, guys, reflect on your feelings after you do something. What makes you feel good? Repeat, repeat, repeat. We all have that heart inside and we know what makes us not feel really good long term. Stop repeating that stuff. Make the change, make the change, make the change. That's what I got for you guys today. Do good.